everyone, it's Dana from the James C. Brown Library, and I'm here with another DIY craft. This one uses up some of the pages that we had left over from other crafts, such as the DIY book journal with the Reader's Digest. These are all the insides of those Reader Digest books. And today we will be making these lovely book flowers, and they are pretty easy to do, and since I had a lot of supplies left over, I'm going to go ahead and make several take and make kits so that you can pick them up at the Market Street Holds pickup area. After this video airs, there'll be about 30 of them, and all of the supplies will be provided except for the glue of your choice. Again, I'm using hot glue just because it's faster and easier, but you also can use tacky glue, glue sticks, glue dots. You can even, play around with it. We'll include these dowels, and you can also use the dowel as the curling device, or you can use a toothpick that you have at home. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And the first thing you'll want to do is cut your pages 4 by 4. I've already done that for you. We have a huge guillotine here that we use for making bookmarks, so that came in very handy. And you're going to fold it corner to corner as a triangle, and then again continuing the triangle shape 4 times. So if you ever played that little football game in high school or elementary school, you will have a little folded triangle, and you're going to want to do this for 4 of them. All right, and I'm actually going to pause the video and put the camera over me so that you can better see what I'm doing when it comes to cutting and making the actual flowers. So I'll be right back. Once you have your triangle, you're going to cut a petal shape, and you want to cut the bottom part off so that when you open it, you will have a flower, and it'll have a little tiny hole in the middle. And you're going to do this for all of your pieces. Once you have your 4 flowers cut out, the first thing you're going to do is cut one of the folds. So you will be left with this shape, and put that off to the side. And then the next one, you're going to cut out 2 of the folded petals. So you will be left with this shape and that shape. And then 3. So you'll be left with this and that. And then the last one is right in half. So 4 petals and 4 petals. The 4 petals will actually be left over, but that's okay because we can use them for the next flower. It'll be a bonus piece. So then we're going to work to combine these petals so that it makes like a cone shape. So we're going to put a dab of glue . And glue those 2 sections together. And then you will have a little cone. And then we'll keep doing that all the way, with all the pieces all the way around. When you get to the 3, the 2, and the 1 piece left, this is where things will get a little different. So the 3 piece with the 3 petals, you will glue as normal, and it's okay if it's a little tight. But when you get to the 2-piece, you're actually going to take one of your dowels or a toothpick and roll it around so you get a nice little curve. And it will become part of the center. The same for the 1. So then, take whatever size dowel you want, and if you want to cut it down, that's fine too. Well, first let's get all of the petals glued inside. So you take the largest one and put the next largest one inside, and you want them to be off center. So you don't want the petals to line up, you want them to fill in the holes. And then once you have those pieces together, you take your dowel and you curl them down. Or your toothpick, whichever you prefer. You can do this before you glue it, after you glue it, it doesn't really matter. Whatever you prefer. I like to do it in between each layer so that I can control how it's looking and make sure that I've filled in all the areas I want. I can go back before it's all put together and too hard to manipulate. So you can kind of see here. And I'll just keep going. A nice little, I'm actually going to curl this one first so I know it goes in the way I want it to now that we're getting to the end and the pieces are getting smaller. And then once you've got your flower, your rose, the way you want it, you can feed your dowel through. And I like to add just a pop of glue on the inside to secure it, and then a pop of glue underneath at the base of the flower. And that secures everything. And again, if you have a popsicle stick or another dowel, you can use that to mash it in. Don't use your fingers. Learned that the hard way one too many times. And then now you have a beautiful book flower. And if you have some floral tape, you can get it very inexpensively at the dollar store. You can actually wrap the base in floral tape and make it nice and green, and just keep twirling tightly all the way down. And it'll make it nice and just a little more polished, but if you like the rustic look, that's fine too. No right or wrong way. And once you get to the end, I just put a dab of glue to make sure everything stays. And then if you want, at the top, you can even cut little pieces with the little curve or an edge, and you can kind of cover up any of the glue spots you don't want visible. And it just makes it look a little more polished on the end. And now you have another beautiful flower to add to your collection. You can do this with colored paper. You can do this with book pages. I like the book pages the best. I think they're very library. So please try this craft out. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.